Welcome, my family. We are live. It is time for another monthly check-in for your zodiac sign. Welcome on in. We're doing this. We're here live. We get the family back together. I got a lot of content coming. I wanted to just, as a quick intro, I know I told myself I wouldn't be doing this anymore, but I want to normalize what's going on with everybody right now because the ascension symptoms seem to be affecting my family, but something very ancient has been healed. So what is this ancient thing that has been healed? Okay, so let's just get through it quick and then we'll get on into Aries. Hi, welcome. So anyways, any hooskies. From the 14th of February to the 22nd of February, what was healing was this Valentine's Day massacre. And what was that Valentine's Day massacre? This was the Knights Templar. So you might have been having the Knights Templar come up in certain conversations and certain readings, reading about Rosicrucians, reading about this, reading about that. There might have been a lot of different things that have been coming up with regards around this whole sect of people that were you and me, all of us, okay? And take this with a grain of salt if it's not resonating. I just wanted to let the people know that what's been going on is, the sun popped off and the sun has been popping off. And, we can look at this as solar flares, or we can look at this as the reality is off-gassing, if you will. And with this off-gassing reality, when that light bombards us, certain things have been healed. So this isn't really necessarily about what we are healing. It already is done. Something has been completed. And this is when we were fighting amongst ourselves, really. And it was like, who was really fighting for God? And nobody was. We were all tricked. We were all lied to. And this accumulated some karma. That karma's all been paid off. We're stacking dharma, baby. We are in it to already have won it. And it's my pleasure to be here with you. I wanted to let people know because it was like, who's good? Like I got these three people telling me they got lung stuff going on. It's like, well, yeah, because you're healing that you got burned. And then it's like, I got these people like healing this thing and this is coming up. And there's been definitely a little bit more anxiety to navigate also. But these are ascension symptoms, my family. And trust me, I am one that I don't necessarily like to always jump into this whole, it's all an ascension symptom. I like to be able to communicate with my body and communicate with my mind and my soul and my spirit and see what it is that's going on and deal with the dis-ease, if we will, the ailment. What is really going on here, looking at it. And instead of just, taking an antihistamine or a Tylenol or an Advil or something like that, asking my body why it has a headache or why I feel congested or what's taking place. And as I've been asking my body these questions, this is what was coming up and this is what I was seeing. And I just wanted to tell you all, it's all completed. So to look at this as it's done and it's something that's just integrating within the self. And this is how we ascend. This is how we ascend is by growing our tree bigger, growing the tree that is our multidimensional soul bigger. And there's, in my eyes, there's always going to be those roots looking for more nutrition, and those roots going through the ground, going through that darkness to get that which it is, to bring it up the bark, to bring it up the tree, to turn it into the fruit of knowledge. So it's been an interesting journey to get to this place of being able to answer these questions. How do I assist my family? How do I assist my friends without falling into the reality matrix that they are in? Because it is quite clear that we're in a multidimensional reality now. And with these like miracles, more and more every single day, like there's even just like a miracle like that was just sitting in front of my house right now. It's just one thing after another. It's very clear we're in a multidimensional reality to me. And we're going to this dimension, we're going to this reality. And that's like the only one. I can promise you that's not the best way to manifest. That is not what you want to manifest. That puts the soul on a plateau. To truly reach our divinity and to truly get to, becoming one again with this original creator of our soul. Let's not even give it a sex and say God is any of that. For me to reunite my energy, my mind, my body, my spirit with the divine, with my divinity, I'm being asked to be in a ninth dimensional state of consciousness or higher. And when I'm residing in these higher dimensional consciousnesses in this physical reality, whether you want to call that 3 or whether you want to call that whatever, like sometimes it's better to not have a number. But with these channelings of what's taking place, and with these channelings of just miracles, like straight up miracles that the patrons can validate for you. I wanted to let you know I am going to be sharing that all with you. But just, for the patrons, I'm going to give it a little bit of time before I pop it up here, because that's like our whole like safe space thing. But the information that was coming out of your brother the other day is, I don't want to hoot my own horn, but I was doing work. I was doing work, and it's a lot of information that has, it's not just spiritual information. It's spiritual information, but there's physical proof throughout history. And when theory has a mathematical formula that gets you the same number every time, theory becomes law. And that's why we call it the law of attraction. And that's why we call a lot of these things law, the principles, the laws of this reality, this physical reality, and how we maintain that physical reality. That's why when I see crimes against nature, to me, they're crimes against humanity. They're crimes against the soul. So I've been doing quite a lot of research, and to just let everybody else know, because I don't believe I've said that here. And this will be the final thing in the intro, because I could easily just talk to you guys for hours about all the informations that have been coming in. The other day when we did the skull channeling, I know the other day, it was like 2 weeks ago now, when we did the skull channeling with the dragons, and the dragons came in. So for me to do this, like, let's look at like my stream is like the antenna is about this big coming out of the top of my head. It's connecting all the chakras, because we turn the chakras this way. That's a whole conversation in itself. But let's just say it goes from here. Okay. And then when I'm doing a channeling, I basically open up an upside down umbrella around my head. Okay. And I hopped up, and I was like, because when you channel the way that I was channeling the other day, you get up and you feel like you're on drugs. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm sober like a gopher. I mean, I haven't even drank a beer in 2023, amongst many other things that have been cut out and completely have me ascending beyond any degree. Once again, conversations for other days. But so I go and I finish up, and I'm supposed to shut this down, and I didn't. So I left it open, and I'm very protected where I am, by the way, so please don't worry about that. But this is something I've never accidentally done before, and it's something that maybe in an older reality would have been unwise, but it turned out to be wise here, because Thoth came through. And Thoth is speaking to me and leading me to truths that I find on the internet, disassembling this alphabet, this language, and everything that's taking place here. And I'm working, I've got about less than 1/3 left of the book, but I am going to be going back through the Kabbalion with you all. I'm going to be going through these Hermetic laws. They are laws. They are not theories. These are laws of the reality, because I need to, it's my moral duty to boost morale. And how do I best boost morale other than letting you know of these informations that were kept secret for a very, very, very long time, and something that was spread through alchemy and spread through astrology and astronomy and all this stuff, little pieces of these secret teachings of Thoth or Hermes Trismegistus or Hermes, whatever you want to call it. But if you don't have that book, you want to get the Kabbalion. And if you're reading it and you're like, bruh, this doesn't make sense, your brother's here, and I'm going to be making sense out of it for you. So, because it makes very much so sense to me, and I'm glad I'm reading through it again, and I'm glad you're all here. And Katie, welcome everybody. Christina, how's everybody doing? Veronique, we're getting into it. We're just about to do it. Taylor Moon! Taylor Moon! Nicole! Kathleen! Isa! Denise! Denise. Carrie, why are you still awake? Isn't it late? Isn't it late over in Scotland? Oh, Scotland. What? Oh my God. The last thing I'll say about I know I already said the last thing. It's like I'm like the boy who cried information. This whole Mary head and Peter head thing, and like those two sects of the Knights Templar fighting there, Carrie. I have no words. I feel like I need like daily check-ins with my sister. Welcome everybody. I see you, Kim. I see you, Veronique. I see you all. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get the cards going. We're going to spit hot fire. So what time is it? It's 11:02. Don't write on it with a marker. That'll be on there for good. All right. So the intro was 0 seconds, and now we're just we're going to put 11:02. Aries. We're gonna get it going here, my family. So let's pop up the other camera. Yeah, Carrie, right? Mary head. And like the more I keep sitting with like the home state I was born in was Rhode Island. The word road is Greek for roses, which is like, if that's not the Virgin Mary, I don't know what is. All right, let's pop up the other camera. That's just so much information. Guilty is charged with the stories. Get out of here. But don't go too far because that's my wall. All right, let's see you guys. The fam. All right, we love you. Watch me. Oh. Everybody thank Becca. Everyone's like, who's Becca? I'm only going to show this right now. Okay? Showing it Becca. Everybody else close your eyes. Let me get it perfectly straight. We get it straight. You saw it here first, my family. That's the, hold on. Let me get it straight. Holding. There we go. That's where you want to screenshot it. Oof. What am I looking at here, Alexander? What am I looking at here, Alexander? All right. This has been hidden. Okay. This has been hidden for a very long time. So Metatron had a brother, and his name was Sandalphon. And many of you know of that angel. So that's Sandalphon's cube. So I gave you that. I drew that with compasses, and it could be better. Forgive me for my inaccuracy of my math. But that's the only one that exists really on a straight. So you guys can have that for your third eye awakening. It also shows the whole, I know I got so much information to talk about here. We're going to rewrite this. All right. So we'll put the Sandalphon cube. We're not even going to write it. You either find it or you didn't find it. You didn't look hard enough. That was what we're going to say. I'm going to change Aries to 1330. Get out of here. 1330. Okay. Let's go, Aries. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality, please assist me with aligning these cards to show the zodiac sign of Aries in a quantum manner. What will be going on? There's your popper. What will be going on over the course of the next approximately, how many hours would that be? I just refuse to say days. During the month of March. Wanna go for a ride? We're going to be channeling Thoth live here on the camera soon. I don't know what that looks like. Kind of freaking out a little bit, but we're gonna make it happen. Shane! Take down the bun and start. All righty. There we go. 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 Aries, what do we have? Ooh, the immovable object of love, anyone? Ooh. Working on it. We're working on it, Aries. I like, oh, becoming a Hierophant. There was a release. Now there's an offering to do something different. Can we even make up those daily card readings, by the way? You can make it up, but why would you want to? Another offering. Oh, to be loving. The high ground. Hard work. Hard work is you're fraternizing with the help because the people you keep around you. Okay, you're being tested. You're testing yourself. All right, so we already know what all this is. Okay. Let's do this, Aries. Okay, so the immovable object of love, you've been testing yourself. You've been working at something. It can be challenging because of certain family members. It can be challenging because of the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the husband, the wife, the people that you surround yourself with, people at work. You can continue to tell yourself that it's difficult to do. You can continue to tell yourself that it's a challenge, or you can do what you came here to do, and that is to be the immovable object of love. Love is the only thing that travels faster than light, and that can always access everything in this multidimensional reality. When we send love, it doesn't have to travel there. It's instantaneously there. So to truly access your time magic, yes, that's right, your time magic, you beautiful light benders out there, to truly activate and do that which you are, you're being asked to get to this level of the Hierophant. You're being asked to take the high ground. How do I do this? By this offering, by this choice, by what you came here to do. And that is to stop stacking karma, to continue to stack dharma. And the way that we do this is by asking, what do I do next? What is the next thing? We know what the next thing is. We can feel it in every cell of our body. But these spells, if all is mind and everything is the mind and everything is existing and being created in the mental before we even begin to manifest it, you're being asked to pay better attention to what you're thinking. And one of the spells that you're casting is, these people do this. This triggers me. This, and this could be coming up in a different way. And I'm not saying this to upset anybody. You have more power readily able at your fingertips. And by at your fingertips, I mean in your fingertips and in every single cell and atom and spinning molecule of your body, every single ion of you that is spinning and vibrating right now in this present moment. You've already have this. This is not something that needs to be attained. This is not something that can be drained. This is something that you have, and you need to take responsibility for whatever chaos is coming up. Don't blame it on the sun. Don't blame it on a person. Don't blame it on work. Don't blame it on the kids or the dog or anything. You need to take full-blown responsibility and control the mind. And to control the mind, we have to use the higher forces against the lower. So this is what we'll be talking about more and more every day going forward, my family. I love you all so freaking much. This is how people are seeing you. People are seeing you as a witch, Aries. Well, yeah, change the record. They see you as everything because you're a multidimensional deity having a physical experience. So as this multidimensional deity having a physical experience, you are the steward of your reality. I imagine you are the most powerful person in your reality. So therefore, you can't be stacking karma for judging these people. You do not deal with things in tooth for a tooth. Right now, it's tooth for not 5 teeth, it's tooth for 10 teeth. And you know this, you feel it. You feel the loss when you judge others. You feel the loss when you think things you shouldn't be thinking, because you are the one that came here how to show people how to be this immovable object of love, this Hierophant of love. This, not true. You can say it's difficult. It can be difficult for this entire lifetime and the next one. or you can stop thinking that and prove to yourself the truth that I know to be true, that you know to be true, that everything around you, every plant and animal and every single piece of atom that is spinning in the walls around you knows to be true. Amor vincet omnia. Love conquers all. Love cannot be stopped by anything, and love does not need to travel. Love is everywhere. The all is everywhere, and you have access to that whenever you choose to. Just like you, we're just like you, we're just like. Just like. Boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, chicka. Catherine! It's about time, Catherine. Catherine, it's about time. Should have been here. All right, what time is it? 21:05. Comes after your Taurus. Okay. Cracking codes. Love you, Lisa. Thank you all for being here with me again. Okay. Thus my eyes deceive me once again. No, I see you. I see you, Miss Fox. One. Oh, Taurus. What do we got? Oof. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality, please assist Alexander in aligning these cards. Quantum tarot reading for everybody born under the zodiac sign of Taurus during the month of March. Ooh! I'm ready to go back to the house soon. It's just the songs I've been listening to. It's the best way to. Anyway, I'm not going to be talking about that while I'm shuffling. Tarot Pharaoh. You'll hear that coming out of someone else's mouth soon, Bernie. Don't you worry. And I wonder when I sit alone with you. One more. Oh, I count it. If you're not first or last, that doesn't make any sense. You go first place, you go second place, third place. You could even have fifth. All right, so this was the cloud covers. This was the bottom of the deck in the last one for Aries. And now we're seeing it's the first card for Taurus. So we're seeing a little bit of rollover. We're seeing a little bit of rollover. The mind affecting the body. Soul retrieval. The worst is over. Make the decision, Taurus. I found you. No, it's okay. I've been seeing my own decision I have to make too. Oh my God. Look at how good that is. You see that? Wow, look at that. We're getting it done, Taurus. I love it. On the journey. I don't know. I'm like doing this like, all the cards will be mine. All right. Calm down. It's really good. But oh my God, it's been really like, it's been like double ba doo-doo. All right. But that's been going on in the mind because it's been going on with the soul because we've been healing something very, very major. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning of the reading, the beginning of the video, not like the beginning of time. So anyways, we see karma, dharma, and we see the mind. So the poppers that came out was standing still with the energy, which is what we already talked about. And we also saw this card that said, with great power comes great responsibility. So this reminder, once again, we're not allowed to think like this, okay? And it seems like it's released, but you can find periods of time where the way that you might have been thinking recently, for the majority at least, has been anxious in nature. That's the way I'll say it. Okay. So with this anxious in nature vibration, we need to know what is best for us to do when we're feeling this way. We can't allow ourselves to feel that way, because then we're thinking that way. And when we're thinking that way, we're creating weird energy, and the weird energy might not manifest in the next 5 minutes. So we need to be in control of the future timeline that we are manifesting, the future reality station. It's a multidimensional reality, so I don't even want to speak about time, but time is still one of the dimensions that we are simultaneously integrating in this present moment. So when I look at this and I see what's going on here, it's bringing up this whole Knights Templar thing again. It's saying that the worst is over, but it's showing that there's something that you still have not done from the past. These are the two cards that show not disease, but dis-ease. The body is communicating because the soul is communicating. And the soul is saying, I came here to do this. I came here to do this thing. And yes, all these things are working, but I would like to start doing this other thing. And you know what that thing is. You knew what that thing is. It's the thing that makes your heart sing. And this is not happening. So this is what's been coming up in the daily readings. So stop thinking about it. Like, this shows you've been thinking about it. But what I do like is something shifts. You realize at some point there's been another death. And with every new beginning comes with some of the beginning's end. All right. So we see this, the truth and the release. Something needs to be released. Something needs to be released from the mind. Something needs to be released from the speech. Something needs to be released on this journey. The worst of the journey is over. I see the same. This person's looking at this with the this vibration of less than celebration. I see the celebration. I see this taking place halfway through the month. So I see things shifting, and they've already started to shift, is what this says here, Taurus. Mind, body, spirit, soul, all of it working simultaneously. Remembering who you are. Remembering that if you're not doing this, if you're not dissolving this, how can the rest of your reality be expected to do it? And realizing and internalizing that you're the most powerful person in your family. Okay, if you're watching this channel and I don't trigger the F out of you, you're the most powerful person in your reality. You're the most powerful person in your family for sure. So when that comes to be, it's your responsibility to clear the children and the children's children. It's your responsibility to clear grandparents that have long been gone, and everybody. Everything that your DNA and your blood touches. If you don't see that you have some epic Oracle of Delphi older sister or something, you got to get your crap together and clear your family. This is your job. And that's why with great power comes great responsibility. And this is this internalization, realization. But if you're allowing yourself to feel this, what is everybody else feeling around you, since you have the largest field? You are responsible, Taurus. We are all responsible for maintaining and grooming our energy. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm not saying this to trigger anybody. I'm saying this because this is the galactic fire that you need to incinerate the BS that you allow yourself to think sometimes. I have to navigate this regularly. This has been the first time in a while where I'm waking up during the night having dreams where the heart is racing. This whole like witching hour thing coming up again with my family, with a lot of us. This is the sun off-gassing. This is this great healing that we all just went through. It's time, my family. It's time to stop allowing things like this. And we have to be the mind Gestapo, if you will, or the guards, the guardians of our own minds and our own realities. If you're not doing it, who's going to do it? That's my question. So you have a moral obligation to boost morale. So welcome. Welcome. It's all good. This is such an excellent reading. Moving forward with balance, things have shifted. So whatever that weirdness was on the journey, I see that it's done. I see that it's done, but I see that this epic, this whole like truth and release at the end. You know what that is now. Release whatever you need to release, my family. Release and stop taking things with us that we know we can't take it with us when we go. Sometimes those are people. Everyone is cooking in my house. I'm washing the sheets now. Yeah, no, a lot of people think they're sick, Catherine. A lot of people think this is going on. A lot of people are contacting me. People that I haven't heard from in this manner in years. Tell me, something dark's going on. They're being attacked. Oh, and the thing that I told everybody that was going on, when I mentioned this book and the clearing and the fasting and the integration that Spirit forced Alexandra to do. Let's be honest. I wasn't excited about doing this. I thought I was going to lose all my muscle. And once again, conversation for another day. But I will tell you this, that forced clearing of the parasites, the nanotech, and the worms, plain and simple, that has been taking place. And that is going to continue to take place until we put our minds, body, spirits, all of the things first. There are certain things that we need to be tuning in and know what we should be eating and what we should be thinking and what we should be saying and what we should be becoming, what should be becoming one with our bodies, with our vessels. 3149. Is this Gemini? Gemini? Gemini. Gemini. There are many things that I get to say to you, and I do know how. Let's go! Oh, good, Taylor. Popping you up on the screen. Popping you up. Just ordered my herbs to help parasites and candida. Sherry, are you here? Sherry, tell them what helps. Wait, isn't it cilantro? Is it cilantro? I think cilantro helps. Zoe. Okay, he's back. All right, Gemini. March, quantum reading for everybody born in the Zodiac sign of Gemini. Assistance from benevolent forces of this multi-dimensional reality only. 2, 3. Oh. Gemini, what do we got? Are you doing the thing, Gemini? It feels like you're doing the thing. Cilantro for detox. You heard it. You heard it. You are doing the damn thing. Ooh, what's that though? Gemini. I give you all these compliments and then you put this in the physical and in the spiritual. Oh, I see what we're releasing. Come on. High ground. Like it. Love it. Ooh. Oh my God. 3 in a row. If you're not first, you're last. Gemini. I get it. When things are going on in an as above, so below, on earth as it is in heaven, it's been written in all the dogmas, all the religions, this as above, so below. So when things are going on in space, things are really going on in the mind of Gemini. We know this. Gemini and Virgo seem to be, in the belief structures in the old reality, the two signs that deal with energies moving above the head, causing a difference in the body of what is going on below this energy. How do we navigate this? We navigate this by existing above those energies. If you get your energy so big, so high, and so vibrant, and so filled with love that you're existing above time and space, then you're the one affecting the stars. The stars are not affecting you, Gemini. And that goes for all zodiac signs. This is the belief structure in the mind. If it all is mental, then you can and have the ability to create your own universe right here in your mind. And when you create this better universe, that is when things are going better in your reality. There are times where it's easier to access this stuff. You need, and you came here to prove to yourself that you can do this during the most difficult of times, Gemini. So this is you testing yourself. You're testing yourself right now. So on this test, you're the one who's healing your reality. You're the one who heals your soul. You're the one who needs to stop collecting karma. You need to stop judging others. You need to stop making excuses of, oh, I've already done that. Every cell in your body knows what you have done, what you have not done. And it is your ability to respond. It is your responsibility to become the Hierophant, to become the counselor. If, once again, I'm going to say this 3 readings in a row, if you're the most powerful person in your reality, then you owe it to your reality to be in the best vibration in your reality. And if that sounds triggering, if that sounds like something that is impossible to do, then it always will be. It's your belief structure. It's your thoughts. You need to be thinking that it's possible. You need to be thinking that every day it heals more and more. I've been looking at pains in my body, not as pains in my body, as treasure that has not been unburied yet. And I know that might sound crazy to you, but that's exactly what it is. When I feel a pain in my body and I trace it and I ask my spirit and I ask my soul and I ask my other dimensional versions, what is this? What is this pain? What do I get? You keep thinking that thought, Alexander, that thought, that thoth, if you will, that thought then creates this disease. So instead of releasing the pain, I release the thought. I think a different thought. I think a more positive thought. And when I think this more positive thought, what takes place? The pain goes away instantaneously. The pain goes away on the momentary because the pain isn't real. And these are the pains that you very powerful empaths out there feel. If you're feeling the pain of somebody that you love around you, that means that that pain is not real. We only feel pain that is being caused by thoughts. So when we feel this, it's like I said, it's your job to be uplifting the reality. It is your moral responsibility to boost morale. So these cards, this Diamond of Swords, not allowed. Not allowed. I expect better of you, Gemini. I'm just going to be, I'm going to be the bearer of good news. You have the ability to do this. The things that take place in the reality are an after effect of what you've been thinking, what you've been doing. So whatever's taking place now, if you're not looking at heaven on earth in this exact present moment, it's because of what you did before. So you need to do something different now to have heaven and earth in the future moment. And this is our responsibility to do this. This pendulum swinging is an unavoidable thing. So we need to acclimate our energy to know that when this pendulum is swinging towards us, when the tide is coming towards us, I go and I grab the pendulum and I move with it. And this is something that we all are able to do. This is something that we all, with our wisdom and with our integration, become better and better at doing in every single present moment that passes, every single present moment that we integrate into the self. So this whole, I need help, I need healing, I need this realization that comes at the end of the month. No, you don't. You need to put on your big boy, big girl pants and become big mama, big daddy for your reality, because that's who you came here to be. And that's what you came here to prove to yourself. So if you're looking for somebody to cry to about this, I love you. I support you. I hold you during that releasing process, but it is time for us to take the high ground back. It is not time for us to make excuses. You are Big Mama, Big Magical Daddy here. Big Mama, Big Magical Daddy doesn't spend time crying over spilled milk. Big Mama, Big Daddy knows I have these cups still. Oh, these cups still have golden liquid inside of them. They're full of ambrosia. Wow, how awesome. Why am I focused on these spilled ones? Even if these spilled too, you have 5 cups. You need to look at whatever's taking place in your reality and take responsibility, take the ability to respond back. There is no, this person's doing this is taking place, so-and-so is doing that. You are unaffected by these people, places, and things. The second you realize and internalize that, that is the marriage of the self. And that is the inner child, the high ground, the masculine and the feminine. That is what you already have done. So the time of excuses is done. And I love you all so much. And I hope that this is not being perceived as tough love as it is. Next month, I expect a better reading. Okay. Okay. Got a little bit of this too. Oh. All right, who's next? Cancer. Cancer, could you save us from this? What is this? Cancer? I better not. It's better. 4150. Exactly 10 minutes. Let's do this. I should probably do some water. Water or coffee? I gave up coffee. I'm better than you. That's all I have. Please don't take it away. It's not all I have. What a terrible thing to say. Woo! All right. All right. Josie, welcome. Cancer. Multi-dimensional reading for everybody born under the Zodiac sign of yeah. All right. What do we have here? Got it. Got it. Got it. One more. We cut now. Neat and likey. All right. Let me just. Hey. Get out of there. Get out of there. All right. Get out of here. I can't get bother me. All right. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Ooh. All right. The person that likes drama is not alone. Is not alone. The death, standing still, angelic journey, choices, texts, phone calls. All right. Cancer, who is this? Who are you? Who are you? We're going to put them right on top. Who is that? Who is this person you're trying to bring with you? Who is this person you're like, but I'm a high angelic. I can help them. That's got to go. Whoever they are, they got to go. And sometimes we live with somebody that's got to go. And does that mean that we got to go? Like we have to leave? They have to leave? Not necessarily. Sometimes the vibration, the thought structure needs to go. Sometimes we're being asked, and we ask this person to come into our reality to create a certain challenge for us, to show us that we can control our vibration, we can control the reality matrix even with them in it. This is not a spiritual ego battle. No, this is something that is done in the moment to moment. And whoever this person is, they are suffering from abandonment issues. So it's this fear that you're going to leave. It's this fear that they're going to have to leave. It's this fear that they have to move, or you have to move, or you have to leave. But there's something that needs to be removed from your reality matrix, because you are the multidimensional one. And to make this new beginning that you are making as a high angelic, you've been a very high angelic for a very long time. And this whole hoping to have the high ground, you already have the high ground. It's the oracles of Delphi that hold the top of the mountain. Thank you for delivering us a different reading, by the way, also. Cheers. So this intuitive inner child, this mama right here, this is what I was talking about earlier with the tree, okay? How do we assist somebody without falling to their dimensional matrix? How do we assist somebody without meeting them in the bucket? How do we not get pulled into their bucket with this whole crabs in a bucket mentality thing? We assist them by being the tree. If they need fruit, if they need knowledge, they can come shake the tree. It is your responsibility to start this new beginning. And to start that new beginning, you need to stand tall. You need to make this new fruit. That new fruit, some of it, there needs to be so much of it that one of those pomegranates, one of those apples, one of those pears, whatever your fruit of choice is on your beautiful galactic tree, and I love you all so much, it needs to be able to fall to have those seeds then get into the ground to make a new tree and a new integration and the new process and the new integration. And as we become more and more powerful every single day, there's a belief structure that needs to spiritually die to get to that point, okay? And you know this, you feel this, you know who this person or these people are. So this whole, like, I got to get them going, they got to get this, they got to get that. Maybe, but also maybe there's a way that you can close the buffet. Maybe there's a way that we can put on noise canceling headphones and then realize, wait a minute, this is just further feeding this abandonment issue. We can always walk up to this person and say, what's going on? What is this feeling that I'm feeling? And if you're not able to talk about your feelings, then talk about the thoughts. That has been one of the most excellent ways that the goddesses that I do readings with on the regular have been. This is like quite a funny story I would just like to share. But it's like, as these men that are in their lives, and husbands and boyfriends and all these people, as they go up to them and say what they're thinking, but they say it with conviction. These guys that have never talked about their feelings before seem to be talking about feelings for the first time. So as they go, well, I think this, and I and they say that with conviction. They say that not with an attitude. They say it with that fury that is the mother goddess. And the guy goes, for the first time ever, well, I feel this way. I felt this. It's just like, sometimes when we go up to the guy and we say, well, I feel this way, they don't resonate and they don't integrate from the feeling of feelings. They go through thought. So when you meet them with thought, they'll finally tell you what they feel. That's what I'm getting at. So how do we best heal their abandonment issues? That's the question that you really need to ask. Can you? Can you even lead them to those waters? They have to shake your tree. So this whole, like, trying to force feed them the fruit of knowledge, that's the definition of insanity. I love this. The release, the responsibility, the power, the new beginning. This, what I'm speaking to you about, was going to happen by the end of March. It was going to happen. You were marching forward into this one way or the other. But these texts, this person, it's time to close the buffet. Seems pretty easy to me. Your brother's been doing this for a while now, but your brother's got the gift of being in a 9-year right now. Now, most people are like, it's a 9-year. Why? Whatever. Change is the only constant in this reality, my family. And as the pendulum swings, we need to allow it to swing. Sometimes in spirituality, we attempt to keep bouncing back to good, to bouncing back to good, to bouncing back to good. And the full way to integration, the full way to power is learning how to navigate with the tide. You'll never be able to control the tide. And this is, you can get on a certain boat that stays in a certain dimensional mainframe, time frame, thought frame of multidimensionality, but that is not true multidimensional integration if we are not able to navigate and navigate and navigate up to the higher planes of divinity. Oof. There we go. He said it. Leo! 51. Alrighty. Yay. Benevolent multi-dimensional forces in this multi-dimensional reality that connects Alexander with the line of these cards to show people born into the zodiac sign of Leo what's going on over the course of the month of March. What? Yes. Sorry, not what. Later. Okay. All right. We'll do a little, by little I mean big, we'll do a meditation at the end. Because my angelic just keeps pulling on me. Just because you say with all due respect doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. It is a 7-year. To find out what year you're in, Stacy, you do so from your most recent birthday. So the example I'll give is March 15th. So if somebody's birthday is on March 15th, they would be looking at adding 2022 because their birthday hasn't come yet. So you'll use 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2. If somebody's birthday is in January, on January 15th, you would do 1 plus 1 plus 5. You'd have 7, 7, 7 plus 7. So that would be 14, 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. Does that make sense? So that's the math I'm doing. 822, 2022. Ooh! Mama. Ooh. Soul retrieval. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to smell my cedar. Oh my God, cedar. All right. Moving on. All right, let's go, my family. All right. Looking through the spiritual window to see what's going on physically, mentally, spiritually. What's going on with the mind, body, soul, and spirit as we are moving forward. We are moving forward towards integration, to magical integration. We're going through this magical integration because we have this whole mama thing going on right now. So this feminine integration on this journey of being these paladins, being these light warriors, being these light workers, cloud cover at the bottom of the deck. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. Is that every reading? That's every reading, right? I'm just making sure. That's every single reading so far. Okay. Maybe not Cancer. Did Cancer have it? I don't think so, actually. But here we are again, the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Karma, this tough decision, sitting here with this information of what to do. That's the same position that was in, I think, maybe for Gemini. So this whole integration of the masculine and the feminine, or maybe it was a Cancer, this whole integration of the masculine and the feminine and what to do, this is all done. It's all happening. This is all taking place. This whole Jupiter versus Hathor, whatever, this whole Jehovah versus the goddess thing, it's all done, my family. The pieces are no longer even moving around on the chessboard. This is the chessboard of life, multidimensional life. The things that we're seeing take place in this reality are the last remaining units of what was already manifested. We've already ascended. We've already ascended into these people, places, and things, and these integrations. So that's why these things are taking place. That's why these healings and this truth is coming out. You know, what is the better farce? And this is the one thing I wish I added earlier, or that's come up so far with this whole Knights Templar thing that we're all integrating and all already have integrated right now. But what's happening right now is that galactic dust, that galactic glitter is still settling. So as that dust settles, as that glitter settles, this whole what's the best trick you can ever trick them into having? Let's have them celebrate love on the day that their soul wishes they could heal the most. Let's have them do the best they can to heal something, and then we'll have them distract that with the hurt of love. So that way, those of us that are feeling for the people that are alone on Valentine's Day are dealing with that in that manner for the people that we love and we feel compassion for. And then those of us that are alone during those windows from in those years that we are then dealing with this, like, well, where's the love for me? Because otherwise this would have been noticed that, like, what is this whole Valentine's Day massacre? What is this massacre? And like that word Valentine wouldn't have even existed there. So just letting you know that what you're hoping for, Leo, it's already happened. I'm seeing this. The truth sets you free. The truth sets you free. This whole hoping for soul retrieval, you are 1,111% intact. It does not matter what zodiac sign you are that's watching this, okay? We have access to this now, and we need to take back the access. And if we are looking for assistance from somebody that helps us grant that access, then so be it. But you can do this now. You are these shamans. You are these energy workers. You are these paladins. We see this whole Mary, the goddess, the queen, the mama, the magic, and the physical. So this whole, like, but they're doing that. They're exposing themselves. And you will see that this whole navigation of the pendulum that's been taking place through certain vampiric belief structures and through certain vampiric manipulations that have been taking place with these narcissists and these sociopaths, it's stopped working. And it's going to work less and less, and they will be exposed more and more every single day that goes by. This is what has not been even what we are manifesting as these oracles of Delphi, as these gods, goddesses, whatever you want to look at us as. These people that have remembered and known this before, that are remembering this again, that are watching this video. Okay. This is something that, yes, the moon, as these clearings happen, this is what we're all manifesting. This is what we're all seeing. We're seeing that the manipulations that took place are actually awakening everybody. They're actually awakening more. It's this whole unavoidable phenomena, which is called ascension. So thank you for being on this journey with me, my family. So the main thing that's taking place right here is this tough decision, the mind. You're also being asked, Leo, we are also being asked to control the mind, to spend more time in meditation, to remember that which what we know to be true. We need to go to this quickly. We need to do this quickly when we know we need to do this. So this whole ascension process, we're seeing more that it's taken place at the end of the month, even again. But the truth that needs to be admitted is this whole we don't need to do this exposing. There doesn't need to be this fighting. There's this fighting, there's this exposing, there's this, these people are right, this is that thing. And I know what this is representing for me, being born under this sign as well. This is this whole attack against gender. And that is what I've been integrating. That's why that video has not come out yet. But it is, and that's what this thing is for me in the daily readings that I see. It's like, it's like, throw this here, just do the channeling. I know it, just do the channeling. I get it. Have this talk. But it's like, I want to make sure that my message, this message that is not even my message, it's coming from spirit, comes through without misinformation and without ego. Because this is very, very important. And this is the final law. This is the final principle. And if I need to use the principle above the principle that I'm dealing with and what I'm integrating and what I'm dissolving and transmuting as the alchemist of my reality, as the mental alchemist that is watching this, that I promise you that you are, I need to use the law above. So when somebody starts to mess with the top law, and I know this and I feel it in every cell of my body, that's what's been upsetting you with this whole situation that's taking place, which I promise you is manipulation. I promise you is not real. So if you're seeing something that is not real, if you're seeing something that's upsetting you, you need to deal with that. We cannot hang on to this. We cannot talk bad about these people. We cannot talk bad about the self, because the all is in the all and you are the all, my family. All righty. Weak sauce. Oh, I went ahead and just found the bad guy, by the way. That was on Patreon. Well, share it. Cheers. So lit. Oof, oof. What if the bad guy was a bad girl, though, Alexander? Naughty, naughty lady. Oof. My bees. The bees. All righty. Who's next? Virgo. Let's go. 102. Let's go. Corey. I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about that right now. Veronique. Hold on. Who am I? I don't feel comfortable answering that question right now. You either know or you don't. You either saw it or you didn't. But it's, oh God, it's getting real. It's real out there, my family. It's real out there. Damn, daddy, shit. I got to use some thoughts. All righty. Ooh, all right. Soul retrieval. The moon. Benevolent, multidimensional forces in this multidimensional reality that can assist Alexander in aligning the cards for people born under the Zodiac sign of Virgo. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Oof. 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 Good. Oh my. Virgo. Oh my God. right. Virgo, there's something that's been working, and by been working, I mean there's something that has you've been noticing that this thing, this music, this thing that you're doing or you've added or re-added has really been shifting your ability to stay in the high ground. And this is very, very powerful. I'm very, very excited to see this. I love seeing all of this this celebration, which is overdue. So when you get into a high vibratory state like this, you might trigger other people in the family. You might trigger other people in the dimensional matrix that is your reality, Virgo. But it is up to you to not hang on to their stuff. So how do we release this quickly? How do we release this with ease and grace? Spirit wants to let you know, like, oh my God, like just magical mastery, high angelic, this Hierophant integration. That whole moon card popping out with the moon card popping out with the soul retrieval card is like in my memory here right now too, that I just saw that. So I love this. And it's like, is it hard work? No, it's not. Like others are seeing you work hard, and it's that and more. It's that and more. That's been my belief structure. I love to see that that's what you're noticing, Virgo, is this is what's necessary for you to do. How do I get my reality to be better and better and better? I need to be able to see Spirit wants me to do more. Spirit wants me to do more. I want me to do more. What is the thing that I need to do? You know, on this journey that we're all on here together, this journey towards this ascension. So I love seeing how you've stepped into this strength. And if you're like, Alexander, what the heck are you talking about? It has been a crapshoot. I'm seeing that just ended. You've taken back the high ground. You might not have realized it yet, but just stop allowing the energies of others. Remember who you are and know this whole thing that's been coming through many of the Zodiac readings. With great power comes great responsibility. So it's your duty. It's your moral obligation to boost morale. So you stay in that high vibratory. If somebody's getting triggered by that, it's because of what they're going through. It's because of their childhood. It's because of their hurt that they haven't released. You don't help them with releasing that hurt by going to their level. The only way you can help them is when they come to you open-headed, open-minded, open-hearted, and they ask you, so-and-so, how did you get to this place? Why are you doing so good right now? How are you affording that house? How did you, whatever's really truly bothering them, you can't force them to drink. You can't even get them to go to the water. So when they shake the tree, you let some fruit drop, plain and simple, my family. But we stay multidimensional. We stay high vibe because that's what Spirit's asking me to do. So with integrating this, it's already done, Virgo. So if it's been weird, I can tell you March looks really freaking good. So congratulations, Virgo. I love this reading. Gold star for the day so far. We'll see. That is the only card that's weird out of the whole thing. And it's not even that weird. Like, it's just saying, like, what do I do with this energy? What do I do with this thought? What do I do when this happens? That's your question to answer. I can't answer that question for you. I know for me, I go to the gym. I meditate. I do this. I put my music on. I dance it out. I sing it out. I do the things that I know help me clear the mental, because I have to clear the mental, because the mental is what's creating the physical. Whew. Okay. Are we good? They're happy now. All right. A little coffee. Well, thank you for rolling today. I needed that. Leaves 10913. You want to have the shorter reading, Virgo, because like the shorter the reading is, the better and more ease and grace that came through. And thank you for crushing it. I gave you a gold star. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. Such a nerd. You want to see how much of a nerd I am? I got a case to put all the gemstones by alphabetical order. That's what I just knocked over. I'm like all excited going doing this like A to Z journey. Yeah, and pay attention. You have to pay attention. If you're subscribed, you'll see that there'll be a survey coming up. I'm going to be doing a survey soon to have you guys vote for what A to Z thing will come next. And it doesn't have to be the working out one. That's already being created. We're doing it all, my family. We're doing the mental, the physical, the spiritual. We're doing it all. Let's go Libra. Alrighty. Sandaloo! Glimpsing Beyond, welcome. Who else? Catherine. Katie. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality, please assist Alexander in this present moment of aligning the card reading and the cards for everybody born under the zodiac sign of Libra for March 2023. Put it back. Put it back. Okay, it's good. It's good. This card, it just will. Well, 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. He's fine. He's fine. He's thriving. He's better than fine. My family. Libra, this is the scales, okay? Libra gets a 1 card reading. No, I'm just kidding. I'll drop the rest of the cards. But this is seriously, I don't know if you've been watching the shorts, but this is Monday's card. Wait, what day is it? Was it Sunday's card? I don't know. It's hard work. You know it's not. Okay. Good. Yes. Who are you? Okay. Oh my God, Libra, let's get it going. I love this. Good stuff. All right. Okay. Oh, Leaves. Okay. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh no, this is good. Oh, it's become easier. This whole that used to be one of my jokes back in the day was, 3 Libras decide, 3 Libras realize they're hungry, and they start asking each other which restaurant they want to go to, and they all starve. I'm just kidding. This whole making a decision. You got to have fun with it. My family. This whole making a decision thing and difficulty making a decision thing is done, Libra. We're dissolving that. It has been dissolved. This is something that's magically done. You've been heading towards victory for a while. This is something that was manifested. This is your sign is beauty, Libra. Let's get actually serious for a second here. Your sign is beauty. You have the ability to see beauty and find beauty in this reality that others might not be able to see as well. Okay. Others can see beauty, of course, but you have a gift to find it in places where it is normally not seen. Right. So when you have this ability, there cannot be indecision. What is the feeling you had first? What is the knowing that you had first? This whole indecision thing needs to be dissolved. And what this reading says is it already is dissolved, and you're seeing that over the course of this month. So it was going to take about 15 to 20 days for you to realize this. It was going to come in after this epic full moon that we're about to have on March 7th. Like, what a powerful day. Pisces full moon in Pisces. Anyone? Yes, please. So anyways, as we see this all taking place, as we see what's going on here, Libra, we see that this is done. This multidimensionality is integrating to a level we've never even seen before. I almost want to give another gold star here. This is pretty epic. And we see that this has already been left behind us. Like, this is these people that they did this happened here. This was manifested. This whole thing where it was difficult to make a decision, and why it was so difficult to make a decision, was a collective manifestation, and that collective manifestation is coming unraveled. It already has been unraveled. It already has been dissolved. It already has been transmogrified and transmuted. So this is just what needs to take place. You need to realize that in every cell of your body. You need to internalize that and integrate that in this present moment. And if you're not ready to integrate it in this present moment, please make it something that you integrate by March 7th. One way or another, this has already been done. And you are going to realize that, something about the ascension process, or maybe the solar flares, or this or that, you're noticing more ease and grace. The ease and grace that you're noticing is you taking further control over your mental. And as you've taken further control of your mental, this is the thing that you've taken further control of, was this how it was more difficult before to make a decision with conviction. So I'm very, very happy to see this. A lot will be shifting. You will probably be hearing from other people in your reality, family members, especially if there are siblings involved. Something seems different. Your energy seems different. Your voice sounds different. There's going to be something that has shifted because you have multidimensionally shifted, and you are stepping into this leaves. I don't know if we're just gold stars all around for the goddess signs. Thank you. And we're moving on. Libra's coming through. Libra's ready to go. How come Libra got a reading with your hair taken down? Oh my God. You go tell them. At 1 hour and 17:45 seconds, he put his hair in a man bun, everybody. Like said no one ever. I don't know. Where do these jokes even come from? I just want to make sure you guys are having a good time. And I want to make sure that we lighten the load of this integration, which is taking place right now, because there's a lot of fire that needs to come through. And there's a lot of fire that will continue to come through in the rest of these zodiac signs. And yeah, thank you for being here with me on this journey. My hair's wet, so I need 2 elastics. What? We got it going. Oh, I didn't see the question, Corey. My eyes are closed most of the time, so you don't have to see them like, oh, I don't even know. What do I even look like? This is why he used to wear sunglasses, amongst other reasons. Take those sunglasses off. We want to see what your eyes have been thinking. All righty. Ascension Diaries. Oh my God, I love you. Ooh. Who is it? Is it Alexis or Jace? Who is it? Is it both of y'all? Oh. It's a person that's surfing. I thought that was a banana. I was like, I don't know what you guys are telling me, but I love you either way. Welcome. Hello. All right. Oh, I got to write down a time. Who's next? Libra. You guys are these signs are crushing it. All right. Leaves Scorpio. 11919 Scorpio. Feels a little intense. Texas Angels. Hi. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality that can assist Alexander in aligning these cards for everybody born under the Zodiac sign of Scorpio. Please help where you can. Yes, President. One more. Got it. Katie, you're still here. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Ooh. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. Okay, but it's on its side. All right. Love. You're realizing that your loving essence prevents the hooks and the cords from friends. Look through the window. Admit the truth. Meditation. Who is that? You're a hooker. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Not that, like a hooker, like throwing hooks. He didn't mean like a person of the night. Amen. Scorpio, thank God. Thank God. I want to like freaking chiropractor my own neck right now. All right. That would be horrifying for everybody at home. I'm just like, all right. The immovable object of love, love conquering all, amor vincet omnia. And this is down on its side. This standing up, bad. This down on its side, good. Okay? Now, Spirit is asking you to look through the window because this is not a card that's worrying about money. Before I say, let me see, is this a certain percentage? No. They're wanting you to look through the spiritual window. All right. That's 100%. Okay? So friends, spiritual friends. So spiritual friends look through the window. All right. So this activation, you have the truth. You've been sitting with this. So this shows that you're still sitting with this on March 15th. Okay. March 15th. I don't want to talk about that right now. Anyways. All right. So we see this whole, this integration of the strength. We see this, you being this powerhouse. We got to close the buffet with these people. Okay. Doesn't matter if they're friends. Doesn't matter if they're family members. How do we do this? How do we access? How do we get to this level of mastery in our reality? It's by not, instead of accepting their new karmas, we want to wipe the slate clean as the most powerful person in our reality. And the way that we do that is by basically holding these doorways open, doing these integrations, being, if you will, the Jesus of the day. And this is what you're being asked to do. And sometimes there are certain levels of sacrifice, and sometimes that sacrifice is celebrating while those around you are suffering, Scorpio, okay? Just because they are suffering does not mean that you can help them with their suffering by suffering with them. Now, it might be triggering if you're walking around laughing and having a great time while they're suffering, but what is going on internally? What is going on inside the temple? What is going on inside the garden? Okay? This is what Spirit wants me to communicate with you. There is some sort of fight going on with the family. There is some sort of fight going on during this month, during this time frame with the friends at work. So I don't know how this is coming up, but I see in the cosmic, the celebration, the strength, and you need to be the strongest. You know this truth. You know what's really going on right now. And as I'm looking at this, there's a little bit of, especially if it's at work, like this is what you've been working on. And this is a diagonal that I do not always read, but I will tell you that this has to do with work life. This has to do with home life to a certain extent as well. So you can dissolve the karma. You can dissolve that which is connected to your DNA if these people are connected to your DNA and they're, existing in your reality as you being the most powerful person there. When we integrate these thought structures and belief structures, we'll either be thrown out of the reality or this will be an inevitable thing that takes place. But what Spirit wants you to know is there's something that's going on with nanotech. There's something that's going on with some level of possession, a worm, parasites. There is something that this person or these people need cleansing. And you can't force them to do the cleansing. And if you bring up the cleansing, whatever it is that needs to be cleansed by heat and by fire and by multidimensional fire and by diet and by fasting and by whatever it is, all the things that we've all been doing by getting from point A to point Z, not B, my family. And thank you for doing what you've been doing and doing all the hard work that many of you have been doing. This person's possessed is the easy way that I'll say this. So honestly, I'm not really even seeing a point of dissolving the karma because it's just going to be accumulated again. All right. So you should leave this for them. It's time to take a break. It's time to take a break from this person, these people. And that doesn't mean you have to quit your job. That doesn't mean you have to move out. I'm just asking you to close the buffet. I'm asking you to see where you would let them hook you before, because what's taking place now is you're seeing like something has shifted, and you've already noticed this. Something has shifted when you said, no, this is like, what is this? Like, what is like, there was this like, no, but I see this opportunity for you. Like, well, what if, and like, this is not how you help anybody. You don't help somebody who's like, let's look at this, like this person's a drug addict for vampirism. Okay. So you don't leave energy on the coffee table when you leave them home alone. Okay. You wouldn't leave that drug of choice on the coffee table if somebody's dealing with addiction. So it's time to close the buffet, and they need to find their own strength. You're not assisting, you're enabling when you did this. So I'm glad to see that you've stopped doing this, because what you're going to learn in the days to come is all this. Like, I mean, it's like, if I had to give an award to the Zodiac sign that's been dealing with the most challenging stuff over the course of the past 2 years, it would by far be Scorpio. So I applaud you for everything you're doing as this sign that looks like a claw stinger when you're actually an eagle. When we actually go back in time, we see the eagle above the water, we see the crab by the water dealing with the tide, and we see the Pisces under the water. Okay. So this very, very powerful fixed sign of water. You're not a Scorpion, my family. You're an eagle, and that's why it's on these cards. We see the avian, we see the Taurus, fixed earth, we see the lion, fixed fire, and we see the person, which is fixed Aquarius, fixed air, which is another epic zodiac sign. All the zodiac signs are just so awesome. I love you all. But this, you're a phoenix, you're an eagle, you're very, very powerful. You're not a Scorpion. Like, I'm just done with this. Okay. So soar higher and higher and higher. And it seems, I don't see the Tower card, but I see that this is the process of you rising from the ashes. This is this integration process. You've got to stop feeding the old world. Okay. We have to stop feeding the old world. So this whole like offering to deal with the karma of these other people from the old world, your brother suggests as a friend, okay, and don't do that. Alexander told me to do it. No, he didn't. I suggest to you, you let them deal with their own karma, because these people are not in control. And if they ask you how you're doing so good, because that you're not even able to be asked how you're doing so good right now, because you've been navigating some crazy stuff right now, but the strength is all here. The celebration is here. The internalization, the realization is here. And I'm not saying that every month was a bad month. I'm just saying that as I look at this as a grandiose scale of all the Scorpions and Scorpios and Eagles and Phoenicians and Phoenixes that I work with, there has definitely been a little bit more navigation that was needing to take place. So a lot of that has been due to the people that have been in your reality, and you've been thinking certain things because you've been existing and staying in the bucket with them. It might be time to leave the bucket. And if that, like I said, that does not mean to quit the job. That does not mean to leave that place. Now, if that feels right to you, then do that. But definitely, I suggest as a friend, as your brother, to close the buffet and stop feeding this. That was a Jim Dandy. press the like button. Thank you, Catherine. What's your favorite crystal? Ooh. I gotta still, after all these years, I gotta go with, like, you know, I gauged my ear out for purple fluorite. Like, I actually, like, this is purple fluorite, which has been in my ear for so long. It doesn't even really look purple anymore. It kind of does, but it started to fade. Purple fluorite, psychic protection, pineal gland, pituitary gland activation, prevention from illness. When all of these bracelets and anklets, when all of this is off, you know, I still know I got that purple fluorite in my ear. So, not that I need it, but yeah, now you just got to flash forward to the letter F in the gemstones A to Z, because that was obviously my F, was fluorite. Great question, though, Misty. Welcome, by the way, Misty. All right, Scorpio, Sagittarius. 131.04. Billy did a super sticker again. Billy, thank you. All right. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality, please assist Alexander. And wait, he has to clear the deck. Did I clear the deck? I don't think I did. Hold on a second. Right. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality, please assist Alexander in aligning the cards for of Sagittarius. Okay. Learning where the energy comes from, learning where the money comes from. Oh, good. They're from in the past? Okay. All right. This better be a good card. Oh my God, that's 3 times here today, that card. All right. Sag. Oh, this is why Alexander loves doing this. As a fellow Time Lord, let's do some time magic. During the month of March, all right, no excuses, Sag. Somebody's returning from the past. This person loves drama. Okay, we see the person that likes drama in the physical. They're from the past. We see them communicating with you via phone. At the end, we see these hooks, these cords. We see the celebration. So there's a potential. There's a potential for you to allow somebody to lie to you and tell you that they've changed. I felt something pulling on me over here as I was shuffling. And when I was wondering what that was, let me tune back in on that moment. It's a conversation of safety. And this person doesn't make you feel safe. They used to make you feel safe, but they made you feel safe. I'm going to relate this to music for a second. Okay? When we listen to a certain song, if our base resonance of 1 to 100, if our energy was at, say, a 20 back in a past reality, because I'm sure your energy is much higher than that right now, energy like heavy metal music, which is at a 30, would actually boost the energy, would actually make you feel better, would actually make you feel higher, would actually release endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin, all those good things that we can access 100%, 111% naturally. But this person used to make you feel good, and they went somewhere, they did something, they left. But your brother's here with the cliff notes of life, and he's letting you know that he can see somebody returning. And I suggest sitting with their offer, whatever it is, before you just say yes because you love this person. Okay? I'm actually noticing this sound bowl. I don't even think I've ever seen that before. What the heck? Has there always been a sound bowl on this card? I guess that looks like a bell. Like maybe it's a bell for the wedding card. I don't know. Either way, this person's coming in with a little bit of manipulation. They're making it sound like, oh, I was just checking in. But if you stay on that phone call long enough, if you stay in contact via text long enough, emails, whatever it is, something's going to come out. They're looking for something. They have their hand out. They're looking to stay on your couch. They're looking to get back into a relationship. They're going to tell you that they've changed. And I don't think they've changed enough yet. Will they change enough? Possibly. That's up to them to do that work. But this feeding on my family while you're doing so good, this... You asked yourself for this challenge to show yourself the integration, to show yourself where you are on this tree, to show yourself how powerful the tree is. Now, if they're looking for knowledge, if they're looking for information, if they're looking for help in that way, then you can drop some fruit from your tree. But this whole whatever manipulation and BS they're looking for, I would suggest you hit pause. And if you're thinking, but Alexander, they're already in the other room, and they already came in. Sorry, I did not drop these cards earlier, but this is when we do it. So at least you have your, hey, this is happening. And what I would love to see is they don't even show up. Like now that you are have this on your radar, they might not even show up. So I see some epic integration. I see that your energy is doing so great. Moths from the past are attempting to return to your flame. So just know that part of their ascension process is them being on a diet right now. Part of them gaining control of their own reality is not by them jumping onto your superhero cape. It's not by them jumping onto your coattails. I hope that that assists. I hope that that helps. I wish I had a bigger message, but this was very important. This was very important that it was in the cards at the end of the month. The beginning of the month is saying like you don't even realize how powerful your energy is. You've gotten a huge download, and because of that fire, this is the same person. This is the same situation. You are this oracle. You are on this path of ascension. Sometimes this is golden. Okay? I hope that helps, Sag. And for all the Sages in my life, I will be watching. I'm going to be on high turtlet. Turtlet! All right. That's not unconditional love to call them turds, Alexander. I'm just like spitting everywhere. All right. All right. Thank you, Melody. Yeah, those are my favorite ones. When I get to predict the future, and then you're just like, Alexander already told me. 138.44. Cap. Oh my God, my caps have been crushing. Are we still crushing? Let's check. What's for breakfast? You mean Brinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh. I don't know. I still got to go food shopping. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality please assist Alexander in this present moment, aligning the everybody born in the Zodiac sign of Capricorn. Oh, boy, these stuff. Oh. I'll never end a reading with a turd. Okay, we got more information. Mastery from the past, an offering, a spiritual offering of happiness, completion with this fighting. So it seems like you're also dealing with a little bit of gently butting heads with a family member in the home or at work. You're being asked to be the immovable object of love. You're being asked to remember how great it was when you integrated this recent download, and know your brother's here to tell you that you've already integrated something that you have not seen the rise from, the pop up from. We all have, all of humanity has healed something major that was affecting us all. Spiritual humanity, that is. And it's this wave that we it's an upward moving wave. It's an upward and forward moving wave that is carrying us. And this is going to have such a gust of wind that it's going to bring everybody with us. You ever have somebody walk by you so fast that your clothes kind of move? That's what we're doing for this reality for everybody here, Capricorn, and all the zodiac signs. So you're being reminded how powerful you are and what your happiness and love does for the reality. So once again, this old way of oh, you poor thing. True compassion is giving people the ability to attain the knowledge that they need. True compassion is not by going, you poor thing, that's so heavy, I'm such a hard worker, give me your backpack too. We can't be taking other people's backpacks anymore, Capricorn, okay? That's what Spirit wants you to know. You need to know that this is complete. You're here in the middle as the completion of representing, like, oh, the family's fighting? Like, it's like, well, isn't that what they were doing before? Isn't that what they're doing? Isn't that what they've been doing? It's like, change the record. We know that. So how do you assist the family with what's going on? How do you assist these people with, like, it's like, this is like to think. Do you see a time where you really, really dissolved and transmuted this? And what did that look like? And how much of your energy did that cost? The true way that you ascend this is not by stepping into the drama. It's not by looking at it as hard work. It's by having all the elements on the table and this new beginning, having the high ground. And nobody knows taking the high ground like a Capricorn. You guys go on top of the mountain, and then this one thing that I hate to even talk about, but this, like, once we're on top of the mountain as a Capricorn, then we look and we're like, oh, that other mountain looks a little higher, so I'm going to go down here. I want to climb that one now. When we get to the top of a new mountain, which this month is like, you're really able to see, like, you've really ascended to new heights, Capricorn. When you get to the top of a mountain, can we, like, either take a break at the top or take a break, like, on the way back down, or wherever you feel most comfortable to take a vacation, take a break, take a minute, take some time? Because, like, this ascension process has already taken place. And it's like, I congratulate you on this. But, like, it's many of the zodiac signs are being reminded that the way that you're feeling and the anxiety that you're feeling from time to time, you're looking for a way to navigate that. And a lot of the ways that we've been feeling and what is taking place is because of the ways that the rest of the people in our reality have been feeling, the ways that the rest of the people at work have been feeling. I'm seeing a lot of people that it's like, it's like the husband, the boyfriend, whatever it is, the girlfriend, it doesn't matter the sex right now, but we're seeing that just because this person stays quiet, they can be the cause of the way that we're feeling anxious. They can be the cause of these things, and we don't blame them. We find a way to navigate this, and we know that anxiety, we need to not allow it to exist inside the suit. So we need to come up with, what are the ways that we take control of this? What are the ways that we dissolve this? For me, I need to go to the gym. I'm not feeling as good as I'm feeling when the steam room is working as when the steam room is under construction. I know the things that help and assist me, and my diet and the foods that I eat that make me feel a certain way, and what makes my heart race. And I can't have this. I do this. I need to have that. I need to do this every day. So as I look at this and I integrate all of this and I see what you guys are dealing with, there's a change. This has nothing to do with a physical death. This is the death of the old because you are sitting in this modality as this immovable object of love. This is like Big Daddy Gaines. Like you are Big Daddy Gaines, and it's like it's not even that you have to like close off with this. I'm just showing you this like this symbol of power. You being this immovable object of love. This is a masculine integration that you've gone through, and you are integrating right now, Capricorn. So integrate that. Take that high ground. Take that rest where need be, but also be vigilant of these people that like drama. Okay, and just know there's no way to help them from jumping into the bucket of drama with them. And there could be something coming up where you're getting phone calls from family members, this person, that person, and you're also thinking that like, oh, but they want to like talk crap about my sister. They want to talk crap about my brother or dad or this person or that person, or is even at work. They want to talk badly around the water cooler, whatever your situation is. And you're like, oh, they always like, they smile more. They always like seem a little bit. This is not the way to raise people's vibrations anymore. And I'm seeing this more and more every day. I'm having people in my reality as a Leo, I'm having people in my reality come up from the past and they're like, hey, we used to talk like this about so-and-so. And it's like, now it's like, I always change the I don't always. I'm getting better and better every day at changing the subject with love. But if somebody brings up a person and say they're like, oh, whatever, we'll call him Bobby Sue. Somebody goes, oh, Bobby Sue did this the other day. Isn't that hilarious? I'll bring up somebody that they love when I remember to. And this is something that, like I said, I hope I can do more and more often. I'll bring up somebody like they all love. Like they love this person. And I'll just be like, you know who I talked to the other day? Like, I'll just like no one ever goes like, hey, you just ignored me. Like, I really wanted to talk crap about Bobby Sue. What the heck was that, Alexander? Because by their saying that, they're going to have to hear what they just said. And then you're having the ability to be like, I'm just going to let you sit with that for a second. Without judging them, you can allow them to judge themselves. And I've never had anybody say like, hey, I'm trying to talk crap about so-and-so. Like, do this with me. Usually when you bring up somebody they love, they go, oh my God, I talked to them too. Or like whatever it is. And you can even do this with somebody that you miss. You know who I miss? I miss so-and-so from high school. I wonder what they're up to. But I wanted to talk crap, Alexander. Never heard it. And if you do hear that, oh my God, just remember, there's a magic spell in this. We are the company that we keep. So you might want to let those friends go. All right. Yes. And before that and better, to all the Bobby Sues out there watching across Spaceship Gaia, traveling. Sending love to Bobby Sue. Thank you, Corey. All right. That was Capricorn? That was Capricorn. Okay. Aquarius 14838. Where'd my music go? I ran out of music. You won't like me without my music. He's gonna put some music on. I mean, he doesn't have music on. He doesn't have music on. Shh! Don't tell the algorithm. We're gonna put some old freestyle on. Rhythm is a dancer. All right, let's go. Sound quality so bad I can barely hear it. All right, let's do this. All right. Oh, benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality, please assist Alexander in reading these cards for the Zodiac sign of Aquarius for March 2023. Oh man, can I stretch my legs yet? Oh my God. Oof. One more. Okay. Ooh. Oh, but no, they okay, all right. Oh, okay. All right. Aquarius. No. Aquarius. Okay. Oh my God. All right, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Past life connection with this person, huh? No longer crying over spilled milk. I like that. Why did this happen, Alexander? I'm going to ask the question for you that you haven't asked. Something that took place, something that was healing with a soul family member. It could be an actual family member. It could be a lover. If it's a lover, it seems to be somebody who's left the field. If it's a family member, it seems to be somebody that you're still navigating life with in this present moment. There was something that you learned spiritually. There was something that you learned spiritually and a healing that needed to take place, a soul retrieval. This is the truth of what was taking place. So this whole, the mind affecting the body thing that seems to still be taking place. Once again, this is why I love doing these readings, so I can stop this from happening. You need to trust that this person was in your life for a reason. You need to trust that this person is in your life for a reason, but we need to change this dynamic, and we need to make sure that we are not manifesting that this takes place again. We need to manifest that if this is a family member, we tell ourselves, okay, this is great, because it's like, I've been having this conversation with people in their readings, like the people that I work with, and it's this whole, sometimes the executioner and the king that sentenced us in another lifetime is two immediate family members. But during the golden age, for us to heal this, we're in this time frame of technology where we can just get on a plane and move to the other side of the world. Okay. So we need to be kind of stuck in a certain manner to heal this stuff. And it comes through in a different way. It doesn't come through in these torturous ways. It comes through in mental and spiritual ways. So the people that have been in your life, and the people that were in your life, and the people that are in your life, for some of you, there's a truth that you need to admit to yourself, that you are in a higher state of being. You are in a higher mental place when you internalize and realize this. You asked for them to be the wrench in your machinery. This is something that took place. This is how you learned how to turn karma to dharma. This is how you learned that you are one of these powerhouses. You are a high angelic. Without them, without these situations, without these things that have seemed to be repeating themselves. So now with this repetitive pattern, we need to end this repetitive pattern, because the thoughts are still here. And if the thoughts are here, then we're creating this in the future. So very, very important. The spell that's coming out of your mouth, Aquarius, needs a little bit of fine tuning. But the mind also needs fine tuning. The mind needs to be sharpened. The mind needs to be set as a laser, which becomes this photon cannon, which becomes this, like, I see how powerful you are. This whole, like, I hope to get to this. I remember when I was there. You've integrated this. You've integrated this fire. These people, there's this message again of shutting the buffet down. Yours is a little bit different, because yours seems to be still affecting the mind. You're still thinking of this person. You're still asking yourself why. You're still asking yourself why this person is here. And if you haven't asked that yet, it's because we're looking into the future. This was something that was going to take place during the month of March. So this is something very, very ancient, because I see like this whole like powers that were card. This represents doctors and military, and like this represents like this like distorted masculine in certain regards. There are times where I look at this card and I'm like, I get a really good feeling. There are times where I see this, and this is something ancient that you came here to rise above, my family. You came here to rise above it with love. This frequency, it can't deal with love. It's love that conquers all. Let's remember that. So whether this is a friend that comes and tries to hook you again, or this is somebody, a lover, somebody tries to return, Not with Alexander's Aquariuses. He'll be watching. He'll be watching. And if you allow this person that's left you in this state, if you think that the fix is them coming back, if you think the fix is a conversation, every cell in your body knows that to not be true. And your brother will be a little disappointed if he sees you allow these people back into your life. And I will know. I see all. No pressure. Control the mind. It's all the mind. Create your own reality in the mind, and then you will see it in the future timeline. I promise you, my family. These are laws. These are laws. Create the house in the clouds. This is what fifth dimensional attainment is. This is what the masculine and the feminine is. It's the seventh dimensional attainment that became the inner child, and it's the ninth dimensional attainment that has us become close to divinity and has us get close to that integration. I don't want to rush all this. Just control your mind. Just control your mind, Aquarius. And you know that it just please, I don't want to hear you lie to yourself. Well, they're changed. There's this, there's that. Or, well, what am I going to do? They're family. Pisces, let's go. All right. Pisces, 157.10. 157.10. I got the drum. I got the beat. Beat. Benevolent forces of this multidimensional reality. Truth sets you free. Oh my God, why are there so many swords there? Okay. Journey. Your child. Okay. Offer. Look at that. And a lot of the same cards in the same positions. All right. Spiritual hurt. Something that's hurting the heart. Something, the truth. The truth needs to be admitted from the past. This is the card of the day today, too. Interesting. Something needs to be released from the past. Oh, my God. Pisces, what is this? Oh, my God. Oh, that's intense. Okay. If you do not know what Alexander is speaking of, then ask to see it in dream time. There's something that needs to be released. There's something that is looking to come to the surface. There is something that for you to be in your most loving vibration, for you to be in the inner child, there is a feeling of safety. Okay, that's the best way to say. Is that the good way to say that? They're happy. Okay, there's a feeling of safety, and this safety comes from knowing that this thing is not going to take place again. But that is an unknown, and that unknown is something that will be caused by the mind thinking, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't happen. And then it happens because it's all mental. Okay. So something needs to be healed from the past, and the safety needs to be created in that moment. And the safety is created for the inner child when we attain this level of love, when we attain this vibration of love on the journey. And yes, you are very, very loving. I'm not saying you're not loving, Pisces. I'm saying that the chaos that has been taking place in the reality, or what was going to happen. Happy birthday, by the way. I wish I had a happier birthday reading for you right now. But anything that's taking place, anything that you're seeing in the present moment, is a reaction from the thoughts that you had before. Okay, so the thoughts that you're having now, we need to fine tune this. We need to wrangle this in. But you have an answer here. When this is going on and you're seeing this stuff take place, what does the inner child want? This is the same. Let me show you how we navigate this. So as we know and we can feel and we can see that the pendulum, that the wave is coming, that something is coming, we can feel it's coming. This is the equivalent of wisdom in the form of exercising in the gym. Let me use it that way. Because this is something like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I did this last week. I'm going to go and try to be a little bit stronger. I'm going to try to do all those reps plus another rep. But now I'm knowing, like, I need to take a day off. I need to go a little bit lighter today. I need to do one less rep today. And this is the same thing. This is how we navigate that. I was feeling, there are moments where I'm feeling some sort of, overexhaustion or some sort of muscular thing that I would have to deal with. And I'm dealing with less of this stuff when I learn how to navigate that the pendulum is swinging towards me. How do I hook the pendulum and ride up with it and then ride back? And then I'm back on this wave of greatness and strength and excelling and achievement. So how do we stay on the achievement? We need to be able to navigate when something is coming. And what is going on right now is you're wanting to release something from the past. You're wanting to heal something from the past. And you're wanting safety, Pisces. That's what it's saying. So during these next 31 days, or however long March is, it doesn't really matter. I think it's 31 days. During these next 21 hour intervals, because that days word, I want to stop saying it. Where are you feeling safe, or what is making you feel unsafe? Having these conversations, doing these things, integrating these things, and the inner child is the answer. The inner child knows best. So making this offering, making this choice. We've got the card of the day, and we've got this card of the day is what's looking back at this, just to see this at the end of the reading. To see this like big thoughts, indecision. I got two big hats in a row and then an offering. Hat, 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 hat. We got all these big hats. My teacher always taught me when there's a lot of the big hats, that means that there's a lot going on with the mind. Okay, so how do we navigate this? The inner child. The inner child. Where's the inner child? Whatever's making the inner child not feel safe to be around, that's what needs to be integrated. That's what needs to be done. Okay? Even if you're a very hard worker, you've got this going on, that going on, like do that thing that you love to do. You know, your brother gives you as your inner child doctor, I'm going to write the inner child a prescription of go play a video game for an hour or something. Like do the thing that you stopped doing, you haven't been doing. Something is important to the inner child, whatever the thing is. It doesn't have to be a video game. I'm using that as an example. It can be a movie. It can be this thing. It can be that thing. But for you to get to the level of love that you were at and you need to be at as this Hierophant with this completion. So something needs to complete. Something needs to be received and something needs to be released because you are this paladin. You are these very powerful light workers, light warriors, and you're here. You're here to do healing for the entire collective. But something's wanting to heal within the self. So have this be your birthday gift to yourself. One way or another, this was going to take place. This was going to start at the end of the month. It wasn't going to take place during March. But this is why I love doing this. Because now you've got another 11 zodiac signs co-creating with you that there will be ease and grace for you on this journey. And this thing that is here, we are manifesting and we are co-creating with you safety, this feeling of safety. And we're also co-creating a more powerful lens of discernment, which will allow you to be able to perceive what is this thing? What is this lack of safety? Because I can feel some of you out there right now thinking, Alexander, I don't know what you're talking about. Then pay attention during the month of March. That's all. That's what's being asked of you, is for you to be in the most loving vibration to release this. And how do we release that which we don't know we have to release? Boom, boom. Co-creation engaged. Thank you, Veroni. Thank you, all of you. Thank you all for being here. Look at you. 44. The angelic number. You made it to the end of the reading. I'm not sure if I'm going to drum or chant, but here we go. 205:56. Stuff. I'm going to call it stuff. I'm going to start off with that. Okay. I'm going to give you guys another tool today. All right. Let's chat for a second here. All right. 7 sounds, the 7 organs, the 7 days of the strong, the 7 colors, the 7 original planetary bodies, the 7 principles and hermetic teachings. We see this number 7 everywhere, 7 chakras, 7 this, 7 that. Okay. So depending on what's going on in your physical vessel, we know that there is a sound frequency that is connected to these sounds. Okay. But some of those sounds are for controlling what's going on outside of the physical vessel. So that's what I would like to speak to you about today. And that's what I would like to go over with you all, to give you guys another tool in your tool belt, to all my galactic Batmen and Batwomen out there. Okay. We get another tool in our tool belt today. So, of course, we know this whole do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Okay? We know this. Root chakra. Do. Okay? Just like a quick little story, because it was, I hate to call it adorable, but it was adorable. I had some kid who told me he was from Los Angeles, and this kid was in the steam room, and, Alexander didn't ask if it was okay if he chanted. He just looked at everybody, and he goes, guys, I just wanted to let you know I'm going to start chanting now. And they were all like, oh, okay, all right. And this guy completely glitched. He like, when I finished, he looks at me and he's like, and I was just doing ohms, to be real. But he's like, and he's like, I'm not into this stuff, but I could feel that. He's like, what was just happening? So I explained what was happening with the sound reverberation and what was going on in his cells, but Spirit was like, pause. Just tell him about the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And tell him about that feeling of safety. So there's a certain safety that obviously comes from having well-grounded roots and being in the root chakra. And many of us on this spiritual journey want to be up and out and up and out and up and out. We always hear about these third eye activation and this thing and crown. And trust me, as the multidimensional being that is sitting in front of you, I spent many years of my multidimensionality sitting on top of my auric field with my legs dangling into my field, and I apologize for that, because that was not the way that I could best serve humanity. So this quest to grounding and this findings of these most important to me, these very powerful and strong willpower, the sexual distortions, all these things that take place in the first, second, and third chakra, the third chakra being one of the next videos that's coming right now. I want to give you guys a little sneak peek right now towards the third chakra. And I leave this, like I said, as another tool if you choose to put it in your belt. So the sound is Ram. And I found this sound Ram. Okay, so do, re, mi, mi, mi. So as I was reading about my own archetype, I found a story of Hanuman, and I found a story of more time magic in my archetypal functionality. And what it said was Hanuman was asked to be punished for something that he did or said. And this was something that had to take place because the god that was asking for this was like, this just can't go unpunished. This needs to happen. But when Hanuman saw from all directions all the arrows coming in, it is said not that he deflected them, that he stopped the arrows in midair with the sound of Ram. Okay? So this is time magic, my family. This is the solar plexus. Anywhere you go in the world, this is known as the solar plexus, the sun. This is the sun in our bodies. This is our willpower. This is that connection. In some belief structures, this could be looked at as the first chakra. If we look at the root being the roots, and then we look at the next chakra being the pelvis, this is the first chakra that is on the spinal column. So I'm not saying that this is the first chakra, but I'm just letting you know that it is very important. It's very underutilized. And for being called the sun of your chakras, it seems to be the least talked about in multidimensionality and in the spiritual work. So when I found this, something that I talked about with the patrons. So I'm going to now, we're going to go through some ROMs. Okay. So you can record this, or you can tune in on this when you're feeling like you're needing this. There's also a meditation that this aspect of the self that we all have. Thoth wanted me to create the other day with the birds taking off. I don't know if you saw that short, but that really helps with releasing things off the chest and releasing thoughts that are not serving us and releasing any sort of anxieties or tensions. There's that as well. But to further have something that you know that you can use when you need to use it, if you feel like you need to use it, but you don't need to use it, but you just know that there is a sound frequency that makes it so you cannot be attacked by anything that is anything. You are in complete control of your reality, and it is love that will do that. It is the power of willpower. It is your central sun on your spinal column that will take place. Without further ado, I thank you all so much. I love you all so much. We're going to do a little bit of chanting, maybe some drumming, and then I will see you next time. Thank you for everybody that hit the subscribe button. Thank you for everybody that hit the like button and caressed it and shared out the video and is helping with the growth of the channel. I love you all so much. Why is it so blurry? Lynette, I love you. Why won't it let me show the comment? Hey, stop stealing the comment. Love you all so much. Thank you for all the thank yous. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all these years of support and making multidimensional freedom my job and allowing this to be my work. I love you all so much. Thank you so much. I hope you all are thriving out there, and if things have been challenging, I just want to let you know it's very normal, and ease and grace seems to be coming to everybody right now. So let's ride that wave. I love you all so much. I will see you very, very soon. Cheers.